Sam Bankman-Fried just got out of jail on bail. We have some other FTX former employees also getting some judgments ruled against them. We also have the indices just being crushed today with the stock market down, well, the NASDAQ down over 3%, which we're going to talk about why that is and why crypto is now falling as well. So if you don't mind hitting subscribe so you see future videos, I appreciate that. There are links underneath the video as well in case you want some free shares of stock through moomoo. Just deposit $100 on the platform. And be careful out there because there is a winter storm coming here in the US. So hopefully everyone is safe. Now, crypto is down here today about 1.1%. with it under $800 billion. Bitcoin still at 16.6, but falling a little bit as the overall markets fall. I wouldn't be surprised if crypto fell a little bit more overnight over the next few days because we are seeing such a big day down for the NASDAQ, falling down even more earlier than it is right now. Now, why is this happening? There are two main reasons. First of all, the economy grew faster than we were actually expecting. We had the GDP come in, the revision come in, and we actually grew it at an annualized pace of 3.2% in the third quarter, which was above the 2.9% estimate from a month ago. So the economy is stronger than we thought, which means that the Fed can continue to raise rates. We also saw the weekly jobless claims come in lower than we were expecting at 216,000 versus 220,000. So the labor market is also tighter and stronger than we thought, while GDP continues to grow, making a lot of people think maybe inflation won't continue to come down and the Fed will have to continue to raise rates, which will hurt obviously all of equities and anything risk on. Now, I did a video on Tesla specifically earlier because they're down almost 10% here today. If you want to see that video, I'll put it on the end screen. But a lot of companies being hurt on this news. If you think that inflation is going to continue to come down, this might actually be positive news because if inflation continues to come down, then everything else is still strong. Maybe we don't have quite the recession that people think. Now, that would assume that inflation continues to come down even though we have a quite robust economy and low unemployment, which I think is why a lot of people don't think that will actually happen, because if people continue to make more and more money and the economy is strong, then we might not actually have inflation come down. So those are the risks. Now, we got news yesterday of Gary Wang and Carolyn Ellison pleading guilty to federal charges. Now, they're both looking at 100 years or so. Now, they could serve this, I believe, at the same time because they pleaded guilty to a bunch of different charges. But we had Sam Bankman-Fried at the same time being brought into America from the Bahamas right when they were still pleading, or right when they pleaded guilty. He was on the plane, I believe. Now it just came out that Sam Bankman-Fried was granted bail after entering a plea, $250 million, including some of this being tied to his parents' home. So he gets to go hang out with them back in, I think it's North California, with an ankle bracelet, home confinement, and he can play League of Legends while he's there. So he said himself that he was down to $100,000 recently, but obviously he still has friends in high places. He still has family that has been most likely funneled money over the years, and they are able to give a $250 million payment. I don't know about you, but that does not seem like what you would get if you are a compliance lawyer for any number of years. It doesn't matter, and that's what his parents do. Now, this is just my thoughts and opinions. Don't sue me, but this is just kind of crazy that they're letting them out like this. But they did post quite a high bail for someone that apparently only has $100,000 left. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Hopefully he has to go to jail for a long time after what he did, and it is nice to see some of the other FTX former employees now getting some sentences that are a little bit lengthy. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you're buying today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.